It's just market confidence. If you can convince people that you are profitable, people will definitely put money into you. They need to be more transparent with their books, and they need to be more ambitious. And what are you doing differently? So we need more visionaries in that space. We need people that are more solution oriented, people that are inventing new things. These are how SMEs can break into the stock market when you have a unique product. So even if you are new in the business, you are 5-10 years, you are new, but if your product is so unique, it can convince anybody to put money into you. In fact, before getting to the stock market, a lot of new companies get seed money because of the unique product they want to introduce to the market.
This is Souq Business Landscape.
Stocks closed higher on Tuesday as the Nigerian Exchange reversed losses from Monday, with market capitalization rising by 93.48 billion naira from 106.44 trillion naira from 106.34 trillion naira. Now, the gains reflect renewed investor confidence and selective buying across key sectors. The all-share index ASI increased by 144.33 points, or 0.09%, to close at 166,256.83 points, up from 166,112.5 from 50. I beg your pardon, 166,112.50 points in the previous session. Now, analysts noted that gains were driven by improved sentiment in financial and consumer goods stocks, offsetting mixed performance in oil and industrial counters. Now, market watchers say the rebound signals cautious optimism among investors as trading volumes remain moderate. They highlight that upcoming corporate earnings releases and macroeconomic data could influence market direction and potential opportunities for portfolio adjustments. Continued liquidity inflows and positive sectorial performances are expected to sustain momentum in the near term. Quite interesting. We were just talking about, I beg your pardon, we were just talking about this yesterday, and I said, early predictions. These are just early predictions. Let's wait and see. We can't judge the rest of the year by this. It's just normal. People, and this is part of the reason why smart people have stockbrokers. They have, and there's this thing about the elite. It's not just wealth they have. They have access to certain information that ordinary people do not have. What's your thought about this?
They have access to a lot of people that do the thinking. Just like Ami. Yes. So the thing is this: is the stock market, is the Nigerian stock market, and for those that follow the stock market for the last 1 year, you observe that our stock market literally outperformed most markets in the world last year, and this is that particular go-to place that a lot of capital funds are coming in from outside Nigeria, and the listed companies are growing. At least you can literally see the companies themselves, not just their performance at the market, but at the companies themselves on ground, be them the financial companies, be them the insurance companies. Thanks to a whole lot of the reforms that are happening right now, we are most likely going to see a boom in insurance because of the bill that was passed last year and signed into law. In a very short while, the tax reform is already taking place right now, taking shape, and a lot of the issues will be sorted out. But hey, we'll pay our tax. The next thing is insurance. Before you know it right now, sometime between this year, I have it in the back of my mind that by the time you are walking out of your house, you are sure that, okay, good and fine, somewhere, somehow, I'm going to be asked, or I will need either my car insurance, or a medical insurance, or a property insurance, or a shop insurance, or there has to be one insurance or the other that most Nigerians will be mandated to have. You even want to have it. What does that translate to? The insurance companies will grow. Last year, there was a capitalization for the insurance companies. I see it happening again. Yesterday, we saw just the dip. Today, we are seeing listed companies that sometimes you'll be wondering, is this even listed in the first place? One of the highest gainers is the MPF Microfinance Bank.
Yeah, I was
That's
surprised. The
Nigerian
police
Police
force.
Force Microfinance Bank. So they are listed. There are a lot of companies that are okay. Red Star, we all know Red Star. It is an international company. DCAP, Morrison, Niemets, Living Trust. They are all on the greens for today. Now, there are a lot of companies that you might not even know they are listed, but hey, always try, find out, read, ask questions. And it's not expensive or costly to get into the market. It's been made very easy. There are Nigerian apps right now, not foreign apps, Nigerian apps right now that is a bridge between the broker and you. So you might not even need to call and say, okay, can you give me the number of your broker? You can actually go read up and use 10, 5 naira. Some shares are as low as that and get into the stock market. We just want to see our market grow to a capitalization that the government can say, good and fine, businesses go down there and take $1 billion. That is what we want to see. And just a matter of time. Companies will definitely grow. Let the reforms just keep being positive and working.
All right. So, Mukhtar, continuing from where Souq stopped, we're seeing a lot of gainers. We're seeing a lot of people, and he said the insurance is set to boom this year. So, which sector do you think that we would really see a major shift, a major change as a result of what is happening in the capital markets?
Yes, insurance, definitely the oil sector as well, definitely the banks, the banking sector. And I'm looking forward to see, now we have a $600 million gold refinery in Lagos and the $200 million lithium plants in Nasarawa. I want to see those in the stock market. And I believe a lot of Nigerians will key into it, especially gold. People in the north, they believe so much in gold investment. Gold in the last 10 years has grew by over 1,000% in value. So we want to see those companies listed in the stock market, and we want to see more gold plants too, because gold is littered in almost about 13 states in Nigeria.
What about SMEs, micro SMEs? How do we get them into the capital markets? Let's take it to the next level.
The reason why they are SMEs is because they can't get into the stock market. By the time they become
accessible to anyone.
By the time they become bigger, they will definitely. It's just market confidence. If you can convince people that you are profitable, people will definitely put money into you. They need to be more transparent with their books, and they need to be more ambitious. And what are you doing differently? So we need more visionaries in that space. We need people that are more solution-oriented, people that are inventing new things. These are how SMEs can break into the stock market when you have a unique product that, So even if you are new in the business, you are 5-10 years, you are new, but if your product is so unique, it can convince anybody to put money into you. In fact, before getting to the stock market, a lot of new companies get seed money because of the unique products they want to introduce to the market. So we just need to encourage the SMEs, the entrepreneurs, no matter how crazy the idea is, they should have the faith to push through, to push to the market. And again, I'll keep talking about our judiciary. A lot of people want to put money into businesses, into stock markets, into SMEs especially. But because we have a weak judiciary, so in case things don't go as planned, people don't get justice in this part of the world, and it is drawing us back. So if we truly want the $1 trillion economy as fast as possible, we need to fix our judiciary system.
Souq, talking about micro SMEs, we know of a particular woman who has a food thing around there. She did about 1 billion, or how much did she do for just delivery?
But that's not an SME. That's not an SME. That's not a small medium scale.
She's an SME. She's actually an
She's an
SME.
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 Yeah, she's
Yes.
not.
Hold on. As we speak right now, she's doing over 1 billion.
In
In
gross.
delivery.
In gross.
In delivery.
Well over 1 billion.
Yeah, in gross. Yes. She's still SME.
Small. No, she's no longer small.
She's
beyond
medium
small.
scale. SME is small and medium scale. She's not medium
I'm looking
scale.
at small. She's
No,
no
no, no.
longer small.
SME. We say
That 1
SME.
billion.
Small
That
and
1
medium.
billion is not hers. It's from.
So now she's grossing.
She's
so
grossing, I
yeah,
understand.
yeah. She's still medium scale. But now how does she
Medium
become?
scale with how many outlets?
No.
She's got outlets.
Right.
Okay, majorly
She's still
Lagos.
medium scale business.
Is she still medium scale?
Yeah, she's still medium scale.
medium.
So she needs to scale. She neneeds to scale now. If she
Is
wants to
capitalized
be,
as medium scale?
No, I don't think so.
it depends on. It depends on their stock. It depends on the value of their business. But Amoke Oge, I can tell you for a fact that the fact that Amoke Oge is grossing 1 billion does not mean the business is worth.
It's not
10
even
billion.
her grossing the bill. It's the delivery company.
No.
They came out with that.
No, the delivery company. I mean the app
Yes.
roll out the figure that she grossed. So now from the gross now on every delivery, you have to realize that 500 naira
Charged.
is charged for the actual dispatch rider. On every transaction, a certain percentage goes to the owner of the app.
Yes.
On every transaction, there is plastic there.
Yes.
There is the paper bag there.
Yes.
Then there is she pays staff. So she's grossing does not mean maybe from 1 billion transaction, maybe our profit is 10%, which is very, very good.
Yes.
Which is very good. And that leaves her at a medium scale business. Because it's not really about how much you're making that makes you a big corporation. It's two things: structure and how you are able to scale.
Structure and scaling.
And scaling. That's what makes you a big corporation. Now she has the potential to be a big corporation. Okay. But if she does not scale, there are so many people in Alaba that are doing 10 billion, 20 billion. It does not make them a big corporation. They are just a very big, medium scale business people. Because they don't have structure and they are not scaling.
There's just one shop that are doing over 100.
That's where I'm going.
Still one man small.
That's where I'm going. Some of these Uche at Ladipo selling this paper, you'd be surprised how much he has. How do we bring them in? How do we bring their Amokes into? How do you convince them that, okay, you can actually expand, you can go into the capital market?
Well, they need to go into the capital market. Uche in Alaba doesn't need money from the capital market. But Uche in Alaba, is he open and willing enough to open his business for other people to come in? That's where the issue is. So the Dele in Balogo, whose shop is 12 floors here behind us, is he willing to open up his business and stop bearing Dele and Sons and say Dele Limited?
Dele Corporation.
Yes. These are the questions we need to
So
start
I feel like the bridge is education. Point blank. It's education. Because you can look at colors at VIA here. And there is an Uche in Alaba market. Right?
Yes.
And colors decide to deal with certain customers, give them insurance. December, I painted my room, my living room, and the painters, they broke my TV. I went back to colors, they give me a brand new one. They say, okay, your payment includes 80% insurance. Just pay 20% of the value of the TV. And if you want to upgrade to a bigger TV or a more later TV, we'll tell you the difference. We'll calculate your 80% on the value of the TV. And I got a brand new TV in December. Because I took it there thinking they will fix it. And they said, let's check. Oh, you have insurance on it? Yes. Insurance is they partner with a certain bank to insure 80%. They say they don't want to do 100% because people will just be intentionally breaking their TV and bringing it back.
Well, we don't do
So now, his structure and Colors is owned by Lebanese. In fact, all the top managers there, they are all Lebanese. So it's just education. Bigger warehouse, good location, structure, insurance, all of these things. So if for anything, if tomorrow somebody tell me, let's go to Alaba market, you get it cheaper for 100K. But because I know if it gets broken, I'll get a new one. I will not go to Alaba, even if you are saving me 150K. So it's just At the end of the day, it's just education. Advert, when you go on TV, you see adverts from Colors and other big brands that sell these things. So a lot of our business people, they learn business the local way. There's a name the Igbos call it. I can't remember right now. That's how they learn it. Even the Yorubas. And we've seen a lot of uncles, a lot of our parents who not scale their businesses because there is no education. Yeah. I used to have an uncle that used to be very, very rich. In the 90s, he imports Vespa. When Nigeria was moving from Vespa and Lady Benz to what they use for Okada now, they used to call it Lagata back in the days. All those Jincheng and all of them. Mm-hmm. He was stubborn. He said, no, will never work. This is not strong like Vespa. Today, he barely gets by. So a lot of businesses were lost because at every 10 years, every 5 years, there's a new technology, there's transformation, but we are unable to scale and to have a structure because of level of education. So not enough business people go to business school. You see young people now, even though they've made money, they go to London for business school. We have Lagos Business School too now. Mm-hmm. People go there. You see Peter Obi now. Most of the foreign degrees that he has from Harvard, from Oxford that I will talk about are for businesses, are just business schools to help him scale his business. He has a chain of supermarkets across the country and is sitting on boards of bank. And that is why he's consistently improving himself. So we need to encourage, but we're in a society where people say school na scam. And that is why you look at all the big corporations now, even the indigenous one, they're owned by foreigners. The biggest project in this country now is being done by a local refinery owned by Lebanese. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway is a local construction company, but it's owned by Lebanese. Okay. And we have so many local construction companies, but we refuse to scale. We refuse to have structure.
All right. So coming back to you, Souq, you mentioned something which I want you to pick up from. You said, would Uche and Sons, will he be willing to now change it to Uche and... So what are the benefits to Uche, to Sade and Balogun, that if you go into the capital market, this and this is it?
There are the benefits are enormous. Just like Amin said, education. Now, even with this education, we need to get our people to get their minds off 1960, 1970. Osoya and Nwaboy, they are means of establishing people. Now, after establishing the person, you need to scale. Typical example, Elon Musk became the richest man in the world again. Why? All because a portion of the share in his company went back to the stock market.
Yes.
The same thing Dangote is doing. He's bringing 10% into the stock market. Now he's going to add more than that. Now, what that automatically does is that it's more than, it depends on what happens in the stock market. It can turn you times 50, times 100, times 1,000 overnight. All because you open up your business for people to buy into. And they just put money into your business so that they now own a part of the business. Then now comes corporate governance. 100% open books. We need to start seeing that. If you follow our history over time, you see just like you said, very, very rich men in our villages, at home, in the state. By the time they spend their time here and they die, that business is gone. Why? Because it's just one man business. You can mention names, even major
Abiola family.
Major before that, after that, a lot of people. So we need to get our mind set to that particular place. And there is something China does. China will force that business to expand. If you don't, they will take it off you, give you some shares, and list it. And that is why, although their governance is different from ours, that is why tomorrow you wake up one day and you see that one billionaire is missing after 6 months. You get to see him. I don't know if you understand. So we need policies that will make businesses that are viable to go public.